Hey guys, welcome to A Little Less Lisa. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and this channel is all about my health, wellness, fitness, and weight loss maintenance journey. This video is my weekly check-in, so I will tell you how the last week went. I actually think I owe you an update probably on the last 2 weeks because I don't think I did a weekly check-in last week, so try to wrap some things up. It was sort of the same both weeks, so it should be easy to tell you how things went. If that's something you're interested in, and these topics of health and fitness and weight loss maintenance, those kind of things are something you're interested in, I'd love to see you back. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way every time I upload a video. So with that, let's get into how my last couple of weeks went. So this may tell you a little bit how my last couple of weeks went. They've been exhausting, both mentally and physically. So, as I think I've mentioned on this channel before, we have had some things going on in our family that have caused a lot of extra stress and things like that. And one of the additional things that is causing a lot of stress in my life and our life here is that we have made the decision to move. So, when you decide to move, that of course sets in motion a whole lot of other things, right? Cleaning and decluttering and prepping the house for photos and showings and things like that. So the last, I would say, 2 weeks have been really fraught with a lot of those activities, and it's been really stressful, and it's caused me emotionally to not have a couple of really great weeks. I've had some really good sessions with my therapist, which has been great. As a result of that, my eating has been pretty crap, not gonna lie. For those of you who are new, who may have just stumbled upon my channel, my name is Lisa. I am 58 years old. I am a postmenopausal female, mother of 4, and I lost over 50 pounds through diet, exercise, and the help of a GLP medication. And I am very pleased to get my medication through Friday's Health. They are a fantastic telehealth provider where you can obtain this kind of medication, but in addition to that, you get mental health coaching, you get nutritional coaching, both one-on-one and in groups. You get movement coaching, you have actual doctor's visits. They require lab work. They just do all the things right, in my opinion. I do happen to be an affiliate or an advocate for Friday's Health. I was a patient, though, before I became an advocate. So if you are looking for a really, I would say, mindful and just really patient-focused telehealth company, I would highly recommend Friday's Health. You can save $100 on your first month if you use the code Lisa when you check out. There's always a link in my description box, so if you click on that link, it should apply the code automatically when you check out. But many of you during the month of May used my code, and I really appreciate that because that gives me a little bit of support and helps me make these videos, that kind of thing. So thank you for all of you who used my code last month. But it's a great telehealth company. I am so thankful that I switched to them. I was using a different telehealth company in the beginning, and once I saw everything that Friday's Health did for their patients, there was no question in my mind to change to them. I really appreciate that they treat the patient as a whole and not just write a prescription and send you on your merry way. They really care about you as a person, which is why, for example, they require every new patient to have an actual appointment with a doctor. They're not just going to write you a prescription based on what you put in your form or whatever. You actually have to meet with a doctor. You need to have blood work. They pay for your blood work. They think that's incredibly important that your labs are done. So anyway, enough about that. I just wanted to let you know how I lost my weight, and I am in maintenance. I've been in maintenance basically since September of 2024. So what is that? Almost 8 months now, I guess, something like that. And the highest I ever went up to on my medication was 5 milligrams. I am still on 5 milligrams. The way I've been handling maintenance for the most part is by extending the period in between shots. So actually, I'm coming up on 2 weeks. I think tomorrow, when I'm filming this, I think tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I took my last shot. And honestly, it's been really pretty good. So it's not, for me, I'm not really doing it on any kind of set schedule. I think I'm sort of listening to my body and deciding when I want to take my next shot. Again, maintenance is a whole thing in and of itself, and so throughout maintenance, the way I report to you weight-wise what's going on is whether I am below my maintenance range, whether I am within my maintenance range, or whether I am above my maintenance range. Because for me, and I'm sorry if this is a repeat for a lot of you, but I think there's no value in sharing, I gained a pound, I lost a pound. Your weight fluctuates naturally. So as long as I am within range, I'm fine. So I can be up a couple pounds, I can be down a couple pounds. It just, whatever it is, as long as I'm within the range, I'm okay with that. So that's how I handle maintenance. I know there are other channels out there who's down 0.4 pounds this week. So unless you're trying to lose weight, who cares? I don't know. I just don't really understand why one needs to report minute ups and downs. Unless, like I said, you've totally gone off the rails or something and you're up 10 pounds or something, then maybe talk about it. But anyway, so with what's been going on, I'm not surprised I am below my maintenance range right now. It's just, as I said, been a lot of stress, and that certainly takes its toll on my eating, and I think mostly from the standpoint of I'm clearly not eating enough. So I do need to refocus on that. There are some things obviously that are going on that are pretty important, so I need to make sure that I'm focusing on that. For example, tomorrow we have an open house, and so I need to make sure the house is clean and everything is picked up and all that kind of stuff, and unfortunately that sort of takes precedence in overeating something. But I'm trying. I have some really great protein options in the house right now. In fact, I had one for, I guess, breakfast brunch today with my protein coffee. And with my protein coffee, I ended up putting my whole shake in there, plus almost 2 scoops of the Jabby coffee protein powder. And so that was another almost 20 grams. Yeah, probably 20 with that and a little bit of extra vanilla that I make out of the cold foam. So 50 grams of protein in my coffee today. So if you ever tried the egg bites from Starbucks, both Sam's and Costco carries, well, a lot of times they carry the actual Starbucks ones that you can get in freezer section, but they also carry usually the house brand version. And I kind of got sick of those. And when we were shopping yesterday, I saw, this was at Sam's, that they were like, it said potato bites or something like that. It's basically an egg bite with some diced potatoes in it. So it's sort of like if you took breakfast potatoes, I guess, and you mixed it in with your eggs and whatever, and then you made it an egg bite. That's what it was. And I think that's all I really needed in that. I don't know. I think I was getting tired of it just being egg and protein. And so this was 14 grams of protein for the serving. So there were 2 of them. They were about that big each. There was an air fryer instructions for it. That's how I did it. You just put it in there for like 7 minutes and let it rest for a couple minutes, and I ate them. They were delicious. Highly recommend. So between that and my coffee, I already got 64 grams of protein in today, which is absolutely fantastic. So happy about that. And that will be on top of whatever I have for dinner. So I'm thinking I'll get at least 80 grams of protein today, which is good. But eating has not been so great. I have been on top of my workouts though. That has not been something that I have let go by the wayside. I really feel like that is very helpful for my mental health to do my workouts. So I've still been doing my 3 times a week with my Trainwell app and my Trainwell trainer, which has been great. She changed up my program about a week and a half ago. I think this was my 2nd week doing the new program, and it's been great. Loving it. She's upped the weights. She's changed up the exercises. I've upped some reps on some things where it's maybe the same exercise. Loving that, and still going to my 1 Pilates class a week. And that, I really have to say, if I did not have the workouts and the exercise in my routine right now, I would be suffering a lot. So I think that's about it. A lot about mental health. Hopefully some of you are dealing with stress. Hopefully that you're not alone, and Just do the best you can. If you've got something in your routine that you can hang on to, I think that that's super helpful. I think for me, that's exercise, and that has really helped. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions below. Obviously, this is not medical advice. I'm not a medical provider, so whatever you ask me, whatever answer I give you is based on my own personal experience, and you should always check with your own doctor when it comes to your health or weight loss. I have been getting a lot of skinny talk videos on my TikTok lately, and I've had some ideas because of the whole, totally blanking on her name now. She was an influencer, and she used to be in a much larger body, and then she lost weight. She had, I think, some weight loss surgery anyway. And then Megan Trainor has lost some weight, and I've seen a lot of just different videos talking about that, and a lot of people very upset with those two particular people. So anyway, I thought I would do a commentary video. It's coming up soon talking about some of those things. So let me know if you have any thoughts about those. So look for that video coming up. I also have a video that I've already filmed, which is where do I go from here? So if you missed it, I will put up in the cards here my 1 year recap video, which I think went out maybe a week and a half ago. So if you missed that and you want to hear my whole story of how I started and my journey and all of that, make sure you check out that video. There's lots of before and after pictures. And so then I filmed another video, which, as I just said, is sort of where do I go from here? And I talk about how I see next either year, a couple years, whatever it is, moving forward in my journey. So be sure to check that one out. So make sure that you are subscribed. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a video. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel, but it really does mean a lot to us as creators when you do that. So if you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. That generally helps the algorithm. If you want to keep on watching, there'll be another video in the corner for you to watch. And remember, kindness and hate spread the same. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.